Hello everyone, welcome back to the Ancient Greek Storytelling channel, and today we will talk about Gaia, the eternal Mother Nature and the origin of all life. Before Zeus, before Olympus, before light touched the earth, the universe was nothing but an endless darkness, where there was no form, no time, no life, and then, from that darkness, the first breath came, slow, deep, and powerful. That was Gaia, the goddess of Mother Earth. No one gave birth to her, no one made her. Gaia emerged as an integral part of existence. She was the first Earth, the skin of the universe, the palm that nurtured all the gods who came after her. She carried no spear. She did not strike a thunderbolt. But every time the earth shook, every time a volcano erupted, that was Gaia's voice, the mother's voice. Today I will tell the story that has never slept, of Gaia, of the first mother, of the eternal soul of the earth. Come with me into the world of Greek mythology, where Gaia still whispers the names of her descendants. In the beginning of time, when there were no gods to rule, no sky, no ocean, all was chaos. From that chaos, a will to live arose, not a flame, not a sound, but a body, deep, breathing, solid, and vital. It was Gaia, the goddess of the earth, the first mother of the universe. Gaia did not come alone. With her came Tartarus, the abyss, Nyx, the darkness, Eros, primordial love. But it was Gaia who was the foundation of the material world. Gaia gave birth to Uranus, the sky, and made him her mate. When earth and sky joined, all things began to take shape. From that union, Gaia gave birth to a generation of powerful gods, the Titans, Oceanus, the god of the endless ocean, Hyperion, the primordial light, Themis, the ancient goddess of justice, Mnemosyne, the eternal memory, Rhea, the mother of the gods to come, and CRONUS, the one who will change the fate of the universe. But Gaia did not only give birth to the Titans, she also created the seas, the mountains, the grass, the rivers, and the first living creatures. Every stone beneath our feet, every forest that stretches, every winding river is part of Gaia's body. She did not create by magic. She did not need fire or lightning. Everything, from existence to the meaning of all things, originated from her. Gaia, not a person, but an ancient force, an eternal life that permeates every vein of rock, every branch of tree, every breath of wind. And she also wrote the first chapter in the great myth of mankind. Uranus, the sky, enveloped Gaia every night, not with love, but with domination. Her husband, her first son, became tyrannical. He feared the power of the Titans, the giant children born from the earth. To maintain his power, Uranus imprisoned the newborn Titans deep within Gaia, making her groan with the pain of having her own children trapped within her body. And then, Gaia could bear it no longer. Mother Earth spoke. She crafted a sickle of adamant, sharp, cold, and gave it to CRONUS, her youngest son, the only one who dared to stand up. That night, as Uranus came to embrace Gaia as he always did, CRONUS emerged from the earth, and in that fateful moment, slashed the sky. From the blood of Uranus that flowed down to Gaia, strange creatures were born. The Erinyes, goddesses of vengeance with fiery eyes and snake hair. The giants with powers beyond the reach of the younger gods. And from the blood-soaked sea foam, Aphrodite, goddess of love and beauty, rose from the ocean, a symbol of love that blossomed from the bloodshed. With that act, Gaia not only resisted the oppression of the sky, she opened a new chapter for the universe, where generations of gods would continue to fight for power, and the earth, still standing silently in the middle of that vortex, like a mother watching each child grow up, then turn against each other.
Cronus, after overthrowing his father Uranus, ascended to the throne. The young Titan was hailed as the one who brought freedom, the light of a new generation. But that freedom did not last long. Cronus also heard a prophecy that one of his own children would overthrow him, just as he had overthrown his father. Fearing his fate, Cronus did the unexpected. Every time Gaea, his wife, gave birth to a child, he swallowed it immediately after birth. Gaea, once again, felt the pain, not just of a mother deprived of her child, but of the cycle of fate returning. Once the one who initiated the overthrow of Uranus, she now witnessed Cronus following his father's path. She secretly helped Gaea hide her youngest child, the one named Zeus. Instead of handing it over to Cronus, Gaea gave him a stone wrapped in a cloth. Cronus swallowed it, unaware of what awaited him. Zeus grew up in secret, nourished by nature, by the milk of the sacred goat Amalthea, by the pulse of the earth, and by the will of Gaea. From Uranus to Cronus to Zeus, each generation feared that its children would overthrow it. And at each turning point, Gaea was there, not as an intervening force, but as the eternal observer, knowing, when power becomes fear, the cycle of fate never stops.
Throughout the mythological upheavals, the power struggles between Uranus, Cronus, and Zeus, Gaea has not disappeared. She does not need a throne. She does not need thunder. She is the source. She is the foundation. She is the silent but eternal breath of life. The ancients believed that every stone is Gaea's bone, every river is a vein, every wind is a breath, and every living being, from the tiny ant to a human, is a descendant of Mother Earth. The ancient Greeks did not build temples to Gaea in the middle of the city. They sought out pristine places, old forests, caves, springs, where Gaea was present as pure nature itself. They did not pray for victory. They did not beg for wealth. Before Gaea, they only asked for the simplest things: abundant crops, favorable weather, and the disappearance of diseases. She is the goddess of healing, of regenerating energy, of the endless cycle, from birth, growth, death, and then return to the earth. When you step barefoot on the earth, when you hear the wind in the trees, when you touch the cool, clear water of a spring, you are touching Gaea. There is no need to name her, because she is already there, in us, around us, and under our every step. After Zeus defeated Cronus, ending the Titan Age and ushering in the Olympus era, Gaea, it seemed, retreated into silence. But no, Mother Earth cannot be forgotten, and certainly not ignored when the natural order is disturbed. Myth has it that when Zeus became arrogant and disrespectful to the primal forces, Gaea was enraged. From the depths of the earth, she gave birth to an army of giants, the Gigantes, to wage war against the new gods. Not because she loved power, not because she hated Zeus, but because the balance was broken. Nature was challenged. The younger gods forgot who had given birth to them all. In the fierce battle called the Gigantomachy, Gaea witnessed the defeat of the Gigantes. Blood spilled on Mother Earth once more. But she did not retaliate, because she knew history repeats itself, and the natural cycle always returns to its starting point. Since then, Gaea has not appeared much in war myths, but she has not disappeared. She is still present in the earthquakes that shake the earth, in the roars of mountains, in the sudden growth of life in the driest places. Gaea is still there,
Number 1. Afembotter and Du Ender Dode. In Lode, thousands of years after the ancient myths were lost to the books, the name Gaia is once again being invoked by the world. This time not as a goddess, but as a living symbol of the planet. In 1979, scientist James Lovelock and biologist Lynn Margulis introduced the Gaia theory, a hypothesis that the Earth and all creatures on it are a unified living system, self-regulating and sustaining life like a giant body. The idea is not unlike what the ancient Greeks believed, that the Earth has a soul, that nature is not just a resource, but a living entity, Gaia, the mother of all. And in our time, when the environment is devastated, the atmosphere is warming, the seas are flooding the land, Gaia's call is no longer a myth, but a real warning. But in this century, the spirit of Gaia is resurrected through the environmental movement, organic farming, renewable energy, ecological education. We may no longer offer sacrifices to Gaia as the Greeks did, but every act of love for nature is a thank you. Every forest saved is an apology, and every living being protected is a ray of hope. We can still hear the voice of Mother Earth. From a figure in Greek mythology, Gaia, Mother Earth, has transcended the pages of ancient books, becoming an eternal symbol of life, of nurturing, of tolerance. She does not dwell on Mount Olympus. She does not wield thunderbolts. She does not rule by war, but she touches each being with her unchanging silence. Gaia's legacy is not a kingdom, but a balance. Not a miracle, but a life. Not a myth, but a reminder. Every time I take a deep breath, touching the damp grass in the morning, hearing the wind whispering through the forest, Gaia is telling me, I am still here. Protect Gaia, not for the myth, for myself. Because each of these beings is a part of her, and if Gaia stopped breathing, the world would be silent. If you find this story moving, please like, share, and comment for Gaia to spread the message to more people. And don't forget to subscribe to the channel. To explore ancient myths with a humane and modern perspective,